Do you know how Homer became a boxing champion? One day, Bart got a high-tech belt. It not only had a lot of useless features, but also turn signals. At that moment, the school bullies wanted to trade their belt with his. Bart looked at it and saw it was just a piece of wire. The bullies didn't waste time and went straight to snatch it. Bart dodged flexibly and started running away. Bart turned on the left turn signal, but at the intersection, he turned right. The bullies not only couldn't keep up with him, but also couldn't outsmart Bart. Barely escaping, Bart pressed the help button.
Help! Help! Help!
In this critical moment, Bart used the emergency button. That day, Homer noticed Bart looked pretty good. He asked Bart if anything good had happened. Bart explained that some bullies beat him up and took his belt. Homer told him to report it to the teacher. Bart thought that would only make the bullies act even worse. Homer felt Bart made a good point. So, Homer decided to complain to the bullies' parents himself. The bully's father rejected Homer's complaint, saying it was a family tradition. A bully hit Homer with a stick, but found it broke instead. Realizing something was off about Homer, Moe shows up with a gun, says they can't hurt his friends unless they order 2 drinks first. The bullies ran away. Moe heals Homer and thinks Homer can really take a beating. He said none of the boxers he knew could withstand 3 bullies' punches. Moe asked if Homer wanted to learn to box. He had learned a few tricks before and told Homer it was a way to make money. Homer heard money and immediately agreed. Moe took Homer to the ladies' restroom.
Wow, I've never been in here before.
Moe realized no women ever came to his bar, so he converted the restroom into an office. Homer looked at the wall full of photos. He couldn't believe Moe was once a boxer. Homer asked why Moe retired. Moe explained his record wasn't great, 40 fights without a single win. Homer went home and told Marge about it. Marge thought the idea was one of his crazier ones. Not only was Homer 38 years old, but he was also in terrible shape. She suggested Homer see a doctor about his brain first.
No problemo.
The doctor discovered Homer's brain was indeed different from normal people's. Not only was his skull thick, but there was also extra fluid around his brain. It was like wearing a football helmet, making him super resistant to punches. A super tough guy like that, with some training, could be amazing in boxing. Homer went to Moe for training, but Homer's punches were so weak they couldn't even kill a fly, and that punch had exhausted him. Moe saw this and changed tactics. He told Homer not to waste energy in the ring. Wait for the opponent to tire out, then just push them lightly to win. Homer's boxing career began with his first match. The opponent was a local drifter boxer. Moe gave Homer his lucky gloves. Even though Homer didn't need them, Moe insisted he wear them. Homer asked what was on the gloves. Moe explained it was his secret weapon, but it's no longer allowed in the rules. Moe reminded Homer of their strategy. Just stand there, and you'll win. The drifter's punches were lightning fast, but Homer remained expressionless, completely indifferent. He patiently waited for the opponent to exhaust themselves. Then, with a light push, he won the fight. The following matches were just like the first one. Homer stood still and got punched. The opponents wore themselves out, and with a light push, Homer claimed victory. Moe made a ton of money, and Homer's ranking kept climbing. Eventually, he became the boxing champion of Springfield. Moe didn't even need to open his bar anymore. He focused on managing Homer. But Moe's former manager, Lucius, showed up. Lucius is now the manager of world heavyweight champion Tatum. Although Tatum was in prison, he was about to be released. Lucius wanted to set up a strategy for Tatum's comeback. Tatum's punches were so strong that past opponents couldn't last a single round. The line for spectators to get in was longer than the game. Lucius had heard Moe had an unbeatable boxer. He asked Moe to arrange a match. If Homer could last 3 rounds against Tatum, they would receive a huge payout. Moe knew Tatum's punches were deadly, even Homer wouldn't survive. But the payout was so tempting that Moe asked Homer if he wanted to be the world heavyweight champion. All he had to do was fight Tatum. Homer trusted that Moe wouldn't pick a fight he couldn't win, so he agreed. In Springfield prison, Tatum was about to eat his meal. The other prisoners were noisily planning an escape.
Hey guys, come on, shut up.
Sorry, champ. It was Jerry.
When Marge learned Homer would fight Tatum, she worried about Homer's safety. Homer told Marge not to worry. As long as he got through the fight, they'd make a lot of money. The match was about to begin. Moe was nervously chain-smoking outside the ring. He felt conflicted. This was betrayal of his friend for money. Marge found him and begged him to throw in the towel. If Homer was in danger, Moe promised her, but he hadn't made up his mind. Tatum entered the ring confidently, brimming with power after his time in jail. Meanwhile, Homer needed help just climbing into the ring. His only advantage was his bizarrely durable brain. But Tatum's punches weren't ordinary. One punch and Homer could tell something was wrong. Moe looked up at the clock. Only 5 seconds had passed. There were still hundreds of seconds left until the end of 3 rounds. It was clear Homer couldn't last that long.
Hit him back!
Marge's words reignited Homer's fighting spirit, but his clumsy moves left him unable to counterattack. Instead, Tatum punched him into a daze. Moe couldn't stand to watch. At that moment, he left the ring. The crowd cheered, but Marge was desperately calling for help. Just as Tatum's final punch was about to land, Moe flew in on a fan and dragged Homer out of the ring. This act ended Moe's career, but Moe cared more about saving Homer's life.
No!
Sorry.
Lucius approached Moe, criticizing them for not even lasting a single round. He handed Moe $100,000 and told him to leave for good.
I don't need your stinking money.
Even though Homer can't beat anyone, he was strong enough to endure. The same is true in life. Effort doesn't always guarantee success, but as long as you're alive, there's always hope for tomorrow. As long as you're alive, you're not really defeated.
Not mine.